It's time to explore the financial benefits associated with the modern-day oil boom that is sweeping the nation. Get ready for Crude Awakenings with Brandon Cox.
In the studio today, I have a very special guest, the one and only, the world-famous Mr. Korey Stewart, and he is with Core Realty. So if you want to check out Korey, go check out his website at corerealty.com, and Core is spelled with a K. Korey, why don't you explain with the listeners kind of how we met, our relationship, but then a little bit about your background too.
Right, absolutely. And thanks for having me in here. I really appreciate it. As you mentioned, I've been in real estate, have my own office in the Southeast Valley. I've been doing real estate sales for the last 10 years or so. Then within just the last year, opened up an office to focus more on the residential property management. Lots of investor followings over the last couple of years, which obviously is how you and I met in the real estate game. Had a lot of investors doing the flips, buying homes at auction, and turning around and selling them for profit. Obviously, as you know, the inventory has shrunk quite significantly over the last couple of years, which left investors kind of looking at me going, now what? What do we do? And of course, I just turned around and looked at you and said, Brandon, now what? What do we do? So that's where this opportunity was presented. Obviously, being successful together in the real estate business, I thought, this is going to be a great opportunity moving forward. So, and it has. It's been really exciting. So,
well, and you nailed it. I think real estate investors are really oil and gas investors. Right. It's the same ball game, except take out all of the headaches with inventory drying up, and that was the progression. That's why I made the move over to the oil and gas industry, is because from an investor standpoint, you need to be able to have that money out there working. If you got all the resources in the world, but you don't have any opportunities, if you don't have any oil and gas investments or real estate investments to go after, right, that cash is trash. It's not doing anything for you. It's just sitting there, and it's not giving you an ROI. Right. The great thing about oil and gas versus traditional types of real estate is that traditional types of real estate, you got to have a property manager. You got to go in and make repairs. You're going to have vacancies. You're going to have all of these things where you have to keep working to get that return on investment.
Right, exactly.
Oil and gas wells, once you get them going and get them cranking, you got an operator out in the field, and you get your production checks each month. And then because Pipeline Oil and Gas is an energy asset development company, we take those assets, we develop them, and then we sell them either to a larger oil company or a hedge fund, private equity firm, somewhere on the institutional side of the game. But it's still a fix and flip.
Well, you nailed it on the head. That's the number one thing that I have, to present to my investors that they absolutely love. That's just a no-brainer for me. I don't like delivering bad news to them about a flooded house or a tenant that just left or the 50th repair call for the month as much as I like hearing it. So to be able to turn to the investor and say, hey, look at this opportunity, and oh, by the way, this is not something that somebody's going to run out on you in the 16th, and I'm back to trying to run ads and get it rented for you again. Right. This isn't something where you're constantly shelling out money to make repairs, time after time in any given month. Here, you just walk to the mailbox once a month and pull your check out, and that's that. It clicked for me just when I got involved in the first project down in Kansas. I just saw the opportunities, and obviously being invested firsthand, it was huge for me to be able to turn around and say, okay, I'm an investor in the project, so you're hearing it from me directly.